Welcome to Jackets TV, presented by Ohio Health. I'm Bob McElligott, along with Bill Davidge, and this is a Western Conference playoff preview. We're looking at the number 2 seeded St. Louis Blues taking on the number 7 seed, the San Jose Sharks.
And how about the St. Louis Blues? What a year they had. Again, they start off 6-7. They bring in Ken Hitchcock. He basically implements his system of defensive play, and not that they sit back and play defense. They have their transition game, but boy, did they fall victim to, I think, a team setup that would really prepare them for the playoffs. But on the other hand, Bobby, I want to go back a couple of weeks ago when we had a chance to play St. Louis. We go into that building, we played well, we beat them, and Ken Hitchcock not very happy. In fact, his team did not respond for the next 3 or 4 games under that loss, so the Jackets put him back, and I think that may still have a lingering effect on the St. Louis Blues.
It very well could, and in the playoffs you can't have a 3 or 4 game lapse. Obviously, you've got to bring it every night. You've got to win almost every night. On the other side, the San Jose Sharks, here they are with their lowest playoff seeding in goodness knows how long. They're always at the top. They're never at the bottom. They barely get in. They get in the last week of the season, but they do have playoff experience. Now, the St. Louis Blues, no question, have the edge in goal. How much is that experience going to factor in the series?
Well, again, goaltending throughout the entire playoffs, every team you look at, that's where it starts. Now, Elliott is out right now with an injury. It looks like Halak's going to have to start. Niemi in the net again for the San Jose Sharks. But I think when you just talked about San Jose and what they've been able to do, they've been there before. Well, they had better. And now you've got Doug Murray back. He'll be playing with Danny Boyle. There'll be a kind of a shutdown, yet a good transition type D. The question mark is how this team plays, because if not, I think there are going to be some heads rolling. And Doug Wilson, right now, they get to this so-called promised land, and for the last few years, they've not been able to move on or get to that cup final and do something with it. So I think the pressure is right now, not on just the players, but also a guy like Doug Wilson who puts this team together.
No, absolutely. Just getting to the playoffs is no longer good enough for the San Jose Sharks. They've got to get to the Stanley Cup final. Can they do it out of the number 7 spot? I don't know. Joe Thornton, always a question mark when it comes to the playoffs. Everybody's still waiting year to year for him to have that big breakout playoff series, but he does have a good supporting cast around.
Joe is Joe. Joe, again, is one of the top assist guys in the National Hockey League. He's going to be there. He's a big body. They've got 3 guys that have 30-plus goals. And right now, I'm going to go to the St. Louis Blues. I think Hitch will get the guys turned around, and I've got a feeling the St. Louis Blues will take this in 7 games.
All right, well, I will also go 7 games, but I'm going to go on the other side and say that the last couple of weeks for the Blues is not something they're going to be able to get over. I'm going to say the experience of the San Jose Sharks wins out. I'm going to say Antti Niemi goes back to being the goaltender he was when he won the Cup with the Chicago Blackhawks. He does have that playoff experience, so I'll take the San Jose Sharks with the upset in 7 games in this series. So that's our playoff preview between the number 2 seeded St. Louis Blues and the number 7 seed, the San Jose Sharks. For Bill Davidge, I'm Bob McElligott saying thanks for watching Jackets TV, presented by Ohio Health.